Welcome back, everyone, to the RTB Sunday show. Let's get on with the news. Right then, let's get into Game of Thrones. So, Adam and Will, what happened in episode 3? What has just aired?
Gotta cast my mind back. I've got to cast my mind back to Monday.
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
There goes our. Oh god.
So what happened is, obviously John met Daenerys. Which,
well, that was like a 20-minute scene.
Yeah, I was so glad that was that long. Like,
I don't know. I was thinking it was dragging on.
Yeah, a little bit dragged on, but I'm glad it was the first scene of a straight start.
Instead of
get
waiting.
it over and done with.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, go on, carry on, Adam.
I was about to move on. I was just thinking.
No, John hit the deck when he saw the dragons. That was quite funny. Tyrion and John had a lot of back and forth.
Dwarf of Castle Rock,
which was quite good.
So there was quite good, like that respect from like Tyrion and John.
Yeah, I tell you who I'm really enjoying this season is Sir Davos.
Oh, Sir Davos.
Sir Davos, the Onion Knight. Yeah, I think he's such a good actor.
Yeah. He is.
Because some of the marks he comes out with is just like legend.
Yeah, I mean he's loyal though.
Yes, he is loyal.
He's loyal to whoever he places his allegiance to, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, he's not gonna like try and mess over John or whatnot. So that's a good part. But anyway.
Yeah. And then moving on, it was King's Landing, Sand Snakes, and her daughter's going to die, isn't it?
Yeah. That was really
brutal.
Like when I was watching it, I was thinking, it's dark, but we haven't seen her that dark in a long time, have we, Cersei?
Yeah. Well, the last time she was that dark is when she blew up the Sept.
Yeah.
You know, killing all them people, but that was even darker. You know,
yeah,
I'm gonna kiss your daughter now, and she's gonna die in like not today, not tomorrow. But
they wanted revenge from like the Mountain, like raping. I can't remember what the princess was called, who was like to the Targaryens. But I mean, I was going proper dark in my mind. I was imagining like to get like the Mountain to rape a daughter, and like get her in front of her, and be like, this is brutal. To like what they're mad about, she does in front of her.
Yeah.
God. Will, you're quite dark. Quite dark.
And what else was it?
Then the attack on.
No, not even that. Bran's back in Winterfell now.
Oh, that was quite weird. That scene. Let's skip over that.
But you've got to admit, he's been north of the wall for God knows. He's been north of the wall for so many seasons. He's bound to lose some social skills.
But Bran's a little bitch of Game of Thrones.
Bran is.
He's like the Frodo of Game of Thrones. Like he's gonna have like quite an important bit, but his scenes are boring. Like I'd rather watch Gimli and someone else fight. But yeah, and then Castle Rock got attacked by the Unsullied.
Yeah.
So that was great, and then they used the secret passage.
Yeah, I
Tyrion.
I liked the bit where Tyrion said about when he was quoting Bran about give me 10 good men and I'll impregnate the bitch.
Yeah.
That was I thought that was quite a nice like nod to Bran.
Yeah, that's a good callback. And but then they figured out that there wasn't that many men there.
No, because they all went to Highgarden. So that's the first time we saw Highgarden.
It's the first time we saw Casterly,
and Casterly, yeah, of course.
So an episode of first. Also, Euron destroyed all their ships.
Yeah, and I think the best bit was when the Tyrell, I can't remember her name. Just turned around to Elena Tyrell turned around to Jaime and says, "I killed your son." Just tell Cersei.
No, it was like, did we fight well?
Yeah, did we fight well?
Expected.
Fair.
Jaime said like,
enough.
to be expected, and it was like, we're never good at fighting. We only had a rose on our shield.
Then the comment between about the new sword he's wearing.
Oh yeah.
God, he was a cunt.
Yeah.
And
that
then
was brilliant.
But poison.
Yeah, she poisoned and then admitted that she killed Joffrey.
I think that was just like I thought. Like at that present moment in time, Jaime was thinking, "I should have let Cersei do whatever that she wanted to." Yeah. But
so
going on to,
I think that's the end of that episode. So let's get on to the preview.
Yeah.
So some big things from what we've seen all together is Cersei with the bank of Braavos. Is it
Iron Bank?
Yep, the Iron Bank. She's guaranteeing that she'll have the money. So that's going to be quite interesting. She's talking about, she's taking control of the 7 kingdoms, except for, for 2 of the kingdoms altogether, probably, pretty much.
Well, she has, at the minute, in her mind, she's winning.
Yeah, she's won 2 battles. She's killed 2 of Daenerys's
allies. Has she won 2 battles though? Because she's won. Yeah, she's won the sea battle.
Euron's won 2 battles so far, and Jaime's won 1.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, the Unsullied's like halfway across the continent on, Westeros. The Lannisters have got all the food and grain to feed their armies.
So and got all the gold.
And Daenerys has lost, 2 valuable allies. The
only difference is Daenerys doesn't need money.
No.
To fund her war.
No.
Because the Dothraki and the Unsullied, hers.
No matter what.
I don't think she pays them. She hasn't got the money to pay them.
No, because if you think, remember when Grey Worm was in Castle Rock? I know this is going back to the last episode, but Lannister forces fight in fear.
Yeah.
Where the Unsullied fight as she saved us sort of
stuff. So,
but then we go to a scene on the beach with the Jon and Daenerys saying where she's actually talking about losing her allies. Jon gives a quite an interesting look at her. Sexual maybe. Sexual tension.
I think they're cousins.
No, they're not cousins. Daenerys is Jon's aunt.
Yeah.
So a bit more incest. I mean, it's known in Game of Thrones, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's known as the Targaryens.
Yeah.
So one thing is she asking for Jon's help?
Of course she will be.
Yes, but how's Jon going to take that?
All right, no, this is a different topic that I was going to mention then.
Go ahead.
Hold it. What do you want to say it?
Oh, not really, because I'm really confused now. Because I mean, Jon's pretend father. Oh, yeah. Jon's father, is it Rhaegar?
Yeah,
was he in line to the throne?
Yes, he was. He was next in line from the Mad King.
So it was the Mad King.
Theoretically, Jon. Oh no, Jon's a bastard. But if him...
No, we don't know if they got married, though.
But if they got married, Jon's got more title than Daenerys.
Yes, he is the crown prince, right now.
Yeah, from, the line of succession. And if they got married, Jon's actually got more of a claim to the throne.
Yes, that is very true. Even if, he was, because he is even if he is a bastard again, he's still got
a claim.
A claim. Fair enough, Daenerys might have a stronger claim then, but especially if they're married... He's onto a winner, but will he take it?
I don't think he will. No. But anyway, she's asking Jon Snow for help because she's lost her allies.
She might be, but of course she will be asking for it because she's got no allies, and the only ally she will be able to get is probably the North.
But the North won't side of her because he wants to fight the White Walkers.
Yeah, there's a bigger problem up north.
Yeah,
up north.
Unless he decides to come down south and then fight them together.
Yeah. Then we move on to Highgarden's treasures. Going back to
Jaime
the capital.
Looking at the gold.
So that's obviously how Cersei's going to pay the Iron Bank. But
I feel like we might get some Jaime and Bronn scenes because Jaime and Bronn were both in the trailer.
Yes, they were both in the trailer on a horseback. But is that gold favourite? Is that gold going to get back?
Yeah, do we reckon it is?
Nah, the gold's definitely not going to get back.
Mm-hmm. But we'll come on to this a bit later. But then if we go on to sort of the next couple of scenes, we see the cat paws blade of Littlefinger's. So that's going to be quite interesting.
That looks like it's being wielded by Littlefinger.
Yeah, so they are Littlefinger's hands.
Yeah, I reckon that because from pictures later on, like promo pictures and everything. Yeah, Arya's got it. So we all this is going further down, but we know that Arya sees Winterfell. We know that Arya will be in hopefully be in Winterfell.
Yeah.
So will something happen between her and Littlefinger, which will end up her getting Littlefinger's blade? I'm gonna call it now. Littlefinger dies.
Littlefinger dies.
I'm going to call it now. Littlefinger dies.
Littlefinger might die.
I don't think he'll die in this. I don't think he'll die in this episode, but I'm sure he'll die this season.
Yeah.
Strong. Then we move on to Jon in the actual caves from Samuel Tarly, sending him the information about the mountain of dragon glass or obsidian, however you want to class it, under.
Yeah.
Do you remember Jon and caves though?
Yeah. Got very hot and steamy in the north.
The caves are Jon's shag.
There's a hot bath.
Yeah. So doing well.
So there's all our predictions for that.
And then obviously picture of Arya.
Yep, Arya looking at Winterfell. So that's quite brief. But then we have the last picture of the actual trailer. Well, Arya, there's not really much there, is there?
No, I was going to say that it's going to be nice to see her finally home. She's been away for so many seasons, hasn't she?
I just like
the first one.
I like it how Bran, Arya come back, Jon Snow goes away.
Yeah.
It's like,
they're all going to separate again, I know it.
Yeah. And then the last shot of the trailer, the dragon.
And
there's a dragon in the other shots. There's dragons flying about. I think they're dragons flying about in the first when they're meeting on the beach.
Yeah, there is. There's two, isn't there?
Yeah. This one's diving, like proper, like, you know, diving into attack, I guess.
Could have been tackled.
Or something just coming down.
Yeah.
Hitting it. But that is pretty much the preview, so it's going to be quite interesting this episode coming up.
We reckon that the dragon is attacking the gold, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why there's...
That's if they know they're transporting the gold back.
Yeah, or they might be going to the Unsullied or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be quite interesting.
Or she might think, fuck it, let's attack King's Landing.
Yeah.
No,
I've had enough of losing.
But it's, you know, from how it's going currently, as Will brought up before we start recording, this is the fourth episode of the season. There's only 3 left.
Yeah, so things have got to start like kicking into gear now.
Yeah, because next season it's 8 episodes, is it?
No, same
6.
as 7. 6 or 7.
7.
6, I think.
So it's even shorter, but they're going to be longer, aren't they?
I don't know how they're doing it.
So anyway,
there's episodes in this that are longer.
Yeah.
So, but that is the preview of Game of Thrones. So if you want to, let's move on to some game news.
Yes.
So,
Total War.
Yep, Total War.
So Total War is getting a paid DLC update on the 10th of August, which is this month. It's coming out next week on a Thursday, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's adding, I am 99.9% sure this race is already in the game. It's just making it as you can play them. So it's a North race. It's basically when you're on the map, it's basically in far north as you can possibly go in ice. There's going to be 2 factions you can play as. I can't remember the names for the life of me. You'll be able to play as a human and as a troll. And in the grand campaign, you'll be able to technology. You'll be able to hunt monsters. Like you'll be able to, unlike this monster book, you'll be able to hunt them. You'll be able to do maybe I think after you've hunted them, you'll be able to recruit some other stuff into your army. As you can see from probably some of the pictures, that there's mammoths in there, and it's just going to be it's just going to basically bring in another race to the game, which I think is going to be quite nice.
It's just adding more stuff to the game, pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, if you can get this now, still 6 days to go, but you can actually pre-order Total Warhammer 2 and get this in with it. So if you already have the game, number 1, you'll be able to get the update free and then play the new game whenever that's released. When is it?
The Total War 2 is, I think it's the 22nd of September. Largely
September?
Yeah.
So you've still got a good month then, pretty much, haven't you?
It's got Ice Dragons, though, the new DLC.
Yeah.
Yep, Ice Dragons.
I think that, from the trailer, this DLC is mainly beasts, like hunting beasts.
Yeah, there's lots of monsters. I mean, it looks good. I mean, the cinematic trailer looks really good.
Yeah.
It sort of explains the race a bit as well.
And then the gameplay of the campaign is good as well. You can set armies into raiding after every turn. So that just brings you in more gold, and with this race, you're gonna have to rely heavily on raid, and so you're gonna have to raid down south. You're gonna have to, because they don't have a stable income, so the only way they make their income is through raiding.
Well, yeah, so it's like they're hardy, so like the brutal like tundra sort of like conditions they've lived in is what's made them so beastly.
Yeah.
And like in the trailer, it goes on about how they are like now beasts.
Yeah, they hunted beasts and now they become them.
So now they're like meant to be like feared and like a really brutal sort of like fraction to be.
Yeah, but so I think that's it for Total War.
Yeah.
I think that's it for this. Oh, actually, I'm going to drop this on both of you.
Yeah.
As it's a weekly thing. Channel.
Yeah.
Last week we uploaded a lot of Total War.
Yeah.
That isn't going to stay the same.
No, it's not.
No.
I feel like that's the main thing to address, and that we are going to be trying to try out some new videos and different styles, so just bear with us for a bit.
We only did Total War because it was obviously a new game for Will and Joe, and it was the fastest one we could do.
Yeah,
in a short amount of time.
Also, how the week actually dropped in recording terms when we're all free.
Yeah,
because all three of us have got to be free and able to record and edit our videos.
Yeah.
But we're going to be trying to try some new things coming out over the next couple of weeks.
Even some how-tos. There you go.
We got some hopefully some content that won't just be like you watched it, will help you.
Yeah.
In game and whatnot, and give you like sort of all different sort of things in game. So we're gonna be trying some new shit out. So,
but that's cool. Pretty much it.
Yep.
Yeah. If everyone's happy, so make sure you subscribe, like, favorite videos. Always recommend ways to improve the series and any series we do on the channel.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time. So bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.